What's going on, everyone? Phil here with another The Wallcast. I am, of course, with Frank and Matt, and we've had a fun, exciting day. I walked in with them swearing at each other, and it just stopped. So hopefully we can have some fun tonight, and I don't have to do a ton of editing. Frank, Matt, say hello.
Hello.
All right.
So, Phil, what's on today's agenda?
Today, guys, we are going to talk about anime. And in front of us, you guys can't see because we went through an odyssey trying to get video for you guys today, and that just didn't happen. But we got some pops here. We got some My Hero Academia, Death Note, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Punch Man, and
Naruto.
Whatever.
What's Naruto?
Naruto?
Oh my god, the fact that you say Naruto makes me want to die. You've never called it Naruto. You've always called it Naruto.
Naruto?
Yeah. No.
Is it that devastating?
It really is.
Why?
Because how many times I have to hear him say it?
For the picture or the thumbnail, I'm going to take a picture of Matthew right now. He's dressed full Slav. So I'm going to use that as his...
Did you say Slav or Slob?
Slavic.
That's nice,
So-
Phil. Nice racist undertones.
Can you stop playing whatever it is you're watching?
Nice racist undertones.
Hey, it's not racist if they're white. Isn't that how it works?
Hi, this is Phil Canarelli at the Wallcast. Please say hello to Matt and Frank, who's going to be here today. Might as well start over. So anime, we've talked about this in the past. I think we all can agree that Dragon Ball Z was kind of like what got us into it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything I watched prior. I mean, Pokemon, I guess you can kind of consider it.
I think
For me, I would say it's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think if there's anything else like
Toonami.
Toonami.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Toonami
Oh, my
is what
Lord.
got us going with it. Absolutely.
I'm just so glad they actually finally brought it back.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. Well, there's definitely some shows that I fell in love with. Like I know you agree with me. Outlaw Star was one of my favorites ever.
It's terrible.
No, it's not. It just has a very mediocre ending.
I wouldn't even call it mediocre. I would call it like almost as bad as The Sopranos ending.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of rough.
I've never watched The Sopranos.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm not missing much.
It is a good show, but I just kind of fast forward it and just skip to all the deaths.
Wow, you do that, Frankie? Who would have thought? You know.
My Hero Academia, though, is definitely probably in my top 5 animes.
I'm really digging it. I just the main hero, All Might.
He's amazing.
He's the main hero.
He's a bamf, man. He definitely has. Oh, let's be honest. No one gives a crap about however you say that.
Deku?
Is it Deku? That's his superhero. What's his real name?
Oh, Midoriya. Young Midoriya. I love him.
What got me hooked is I knew immediately the guy that does the voice.
Chris Sabat.
Yeah, Vegeta, man. I knew it. I was like, all right, let's watch it. Let's give it a go.
Have you watched Pop Team Epic yet?
No, I have not.
It's really stupid, but like it's all parody anime. Like it all just parodies other anime in the most like ridiculous format possible. And like so each episode is actually like 12 minutes long. But what they do is they record one episode for like the very first episode, for example. There's 2 episodes technically. One is recorded by the male voice actors, and one is recorded by female voice actors. And it's literally all like famous voice actors from anime. And Chris Sabat is in it. And it's just hysterical just to listen to Chris Sabat say the things that he says in it.
Chris Sabat, one of my favorite characters he does in all of anime is actually Elfman from Fairy Tail.
Oh, see, I never watched Fairy Tail.
I liked it. It's very anime. That's the best way.
The only reason why I haven't watched it is just because there's so much of it.
Well, the same thing with One Piece.
Yeah.
Oh, my lord.
Naruto.
But
yeah.
Naruto really and truly doesn't have that many. Like, compared to some anime, it really doesn't have that many episodes. Look at Bleach, for example.
I don't want to.
One of the best.
Inuyasha?
I tried to get through it, and I actually liked the story.
Kagome!
I like Kagome.
Kagome.
Is it Kagome?
No, it's not.
Hi, my name is Phil Canarelli, and welcome to...
After a great start, guys. Wow.
I like Inuyasha. I do. I like the storyline. I like the idea behind it, but the animation is terrible. It's terrible.
Oh my lord!
Inuyasha's animation is awful. Like when they show just like a weird colored rainbow that's supposed to be like.
Which
the
one is
demons.
Inuyasha then?
It's the one where he's like, I don't know.
He's half demon and half cat.
Oh, that thing. Okay. What's the name of the anime where the guy is dead?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that was good.
yeah.
I remember watching
Soul
that.
Detective. Yeah,
I just finished that. It's
Soul?
honestly
Yeah.
not that great. Like it's good.
It's pretty good.
But back when we were watching on Toonami, it was
Oh
phenomenal,
yeah!
you know
All
what
he
I
wanted
mean?
to do was just keep watching the filler episodes till he fired his spirit gun. Like every anime where there's 7,000 filler episodes, videos of them eating rice and jumping up and down or falling on the ground with that awkward smile.
that awkward.
Yeah, entire full-length episodes of them laughing and falling on the ground.
But I can't really
or
think.
bleeding from the nose when they look at a naked hentai girl.
I can't really think of a lot of animes that don't do that. Like, there are
What do you
very
think?
few.
Attack on Titan.
Oh
That's a
yeah, no.
different
The
beast.
entire last season was a filler season. If we're really gonna talk about Attack
The
on
season
Titan,
where they're on horses half the time?
Yeah.
season 3 was a joke. Or is it season 2?
Season two.
Yeah. Season 2 was a joke, just because we
No, you
waited
got
2 years.
But you got that awesome new person that's a Titan that's a midget.
Oh, you're talking about Ymir?
I don't know any of their names.
Her name's
besides
Ymir.
Aaron and Mikasa.
The only reason why I remember her name is because she has the same name as someone from Norse mythology.
Okay. What do you think? What's the most irritating trope in anime? Is it the nosebleed? Is it the panty shot? Fan service? What's the most irritating thing to you? Because I know what mine is.
What?
How they'll like transition, like the parts of the episode with a little picture of.
Oh,
I hate.
I
that.
like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. I just love his
I
voice.
hate that.
That's not nearly as annoying as the whole. What do they call it? Like the whole how like every male in an anime has never seen a female.
Yeah.
And they like fall on the ground or bleed from the nose or whatever. Like the weird like.
Or they're the complete opposite, and they're so overconfident.
Yeah.
It like Brock from Pokemon is a complete idiot.
I love Brock. Nurse Joy. No, but see, I thought
Officer
like
Jenny.
Hero Academia did that really well, like with the transition screens you're talking about, because like it's cool because they show you like I like it on Attack on Titan too, because they'll show you even though it's all in Japanese, they'll show you like all the like cool like
Yeah,
cool,
that stuff is fine because
Yeah.
it's like
It's
explains something.
doing
It's worth it. Like
It's not like Outlaw Star.
yeah, it's like oh my god, oh great, it's just another picture of him throwing the gun in the air and then catching it. Or
Yep.
in Fairy Tail, they just like have the cat happy. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but every time he's like, and then it goes to the next thing. And I'm like, I
I
don't
hate that.
need that.
I hate that. That's I was watching this anime. It's called Takashi Kashi.
Sure.
Have you heard of
That
it
sounds
before?
horrible.
No.
It's literally about candy. It's I don't know why I started watching it.
Candy?
Candy. Like Japanese candy.
Hi, my name is Phil Canarelli.
No, but like the transition screen is always it's just her going and
Candy?
so and so. It's
Oh,
that
it's
every
so
single time.
annoying.
It's
Let's talk
mad.
about how there's probably like a good dozen animes since the 80s, and the rest are either mediocre or terrible.
How about this? Gundams. Did you guys get into any of the Gundams?
Toonami again, Gundam Wing. That was awesome. It was never been done, and 7,000 versions of Gundam later.
Yeah.
Iron Blooded Orphan, I think, was the newest. Actually, no, there's probably.
I mean, I
another
have
one.
not watched any of the new ones, only for the
Gundam Wing
sheer
was phenomenal.
fact that there's
So
so
many.
many different.
And I'm pretty
Gundams.
sure none of them actually like
carry
really.
the story.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
don't
I'm
know
pretty
if they
sure none
do.
of them really interact.
My favorite Gundam was G Gundam, which came out, I think, right after Gundam.
Yeah.
Which I love that one. There was something about that storyline because it was really dark. Like, it was
Yeah.
super dark. And I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous that I'm watching this right after I got home from school.
I mean,
That's great, Phil.
I'm trying to think. Like Space Dandy. I mean, you haven't watched Space Dandy. Space Dandy was really
I can't
good.
get into dumb anime.
Space Dandy isn't really a dumb
No, I
anime.
know, but it's like that goofy anime. I can't.
Yeah, but it's done by the same guys as Full Metal Alchemist.
I can't get into it. Like even Death Note.
Oh, well, Death Note.
I mean, Death Note.
Death
The
Note's just
animation
long.
is the animation is great. The characters are great, but the powers and the actual like point of it is dumb. Like, does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. I don't know if I.
It's a phenomenon, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Like right in front of us, we have Bleach, Naruto. Dragon Ball Super, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, Death Note, My Hero Academia, and something we haven't got into yet, Cowboy Bebop. That's a good one.
I've never finished Cowboy Bebop.
Oh my god, the ending
it's
is
worth
literally
it.
the best part.
Yeah,
I've just never.
Watching
I never
everything
watched all of it.
connect and come to full circle is.
I'm one of those
beautiful.
people that like I enjoy anime. I like watching animes, but if there's not a person with like superpowers or like a special significance,
So it's
Yeah.
the same reason, like with you playing video games or your ideas of the Star Wars film. Unless there's something
Yes.
that's in your face about it, you don't care.
yeah, because like I'm sorry, but when I play something that's a fantasy or a game or something like
By
that,
the way, Spike does kind of have powers, but continue.
I don't like things that are very run of the mill or like how like the new Marvel movies and the new DC movies. They're trying to make it like the Dark Knight trilogy. Yes, it's amazing, it's great, it's cool. Christian Bale's
Grounded.
terrible as Batman. Terrible. That's how badly I wanted to say it. The fact that they tried to make it realistic is dumb. It's dumb. Why would you take something as far out as a comic book or a movie or something like Batman and try to make it
Because
real?
it needs to be relatable. That's the reason why
That's
Superman...
what's wrong with the country now.
No,
everything
no,
needs to
that's
be
not-
relatable.
no, that's just
Everyone
not-
needs to
that's
get a
not what I
trophy
mean.
and be
It's
even.
not- okay, it's not all I
Everyone
mean.
gets a participation trophy.
Listen. Look
Hi,
at
my
Superman.
name is Phil Canarelli. we're here at the Wallcast.
Listen, look at Superman, for example. Superman is, 9 times out of 10, if you ask someone, are you a Superman fan? No. All right. Oh my god, I can't stand him. He's so overpowered. Oh my god, he is so... Does he ever stop getting more powers? When you have someone that is just literally too far above, no one cares about that. No one cares about Superman because you don't ever need to care about Superman. Superman always solved the day.
Nobody
There's no
cares
issue
about
there.
Superman is because DC jerked him off for the past 100 years.
Well, yeah.
That's why no one cares about Superman.
I got a very strong opinion about this. I totally disagree with you with the fact that he's unrelatable. People want to go
Well,
to
now.
Yeah, like during the Silver Age, for example, with
Yeah.
Superman, he was, yes, he, like, every issue was like, I can do this, I can do this. Oh, you can't make the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Well, now I can. It doesn't matter
take
what.
off every single crumb of the crust.
That's just who he was. He
Yeah.
was able to do it. But they changed him, especially in
Yes.
New 52.
New 52 was- yeah.
They nailed what Superman was. He's
Yes.
a Boy Scout. That's what they wanted. And we
a
finally have.
family man.
And now, with how he is now, even with the
Yes.
family man
I
thing.
love
he's-
the new
he's
Superman
not- It's
run.
not that he's relatable. Yeah, he has a family. Go. What does that have to do with
But it gives you a
anything?
reason to care.
But with Superman, the way he is now is we don't. It's not relate him. He's just awesome. The point is, he always goes above and beyond, and he always can complete whatever
Yeah,
it is.
but-
That's the point of who Superman is.
The reason that I like Superman is because he's the epitome of what. If you had superpowers, 9 times out of 10, what would you want as a superpower? Chances are Superman has it.
Everything.
You know what I mean?
Superman's
like,
like again,
again-
the playground when you're asking, oh, what would you want if you had powers? Everything.
Like, let's see. Let's take a poll. How many people in a poll of who you'd want to be as a superhero would choose Hawkeye over Superman?
Carter Hall's pretty cool.
0. 0 people would choose Hawkeye over Superman. I'll answer it for you.
Well, there has to be
I
something.
mean, I would rather be Martian Manhunter than Superman.
No, but somebody Superman-esque, which Martian Manhunter is.
I'd want to be Iceman.
Gay?
No.
No, honestly,
Hi, my name is Phil Canarelli. This is the Wallcast.
Dr. Fate.
No, I've always had the fascination of having ice powers. Like that. Like if I had a chance to have a superhero power, I would want to be able to manipulate ice, like conjure and manipulate ice. Essentially,
If I
I
had
want to be Elsa.
Conjure, you mean?
If
I want to be Elsa.
That's great.
All right, I want to have all the powers of Elsa, except control it.
do you want to also be able to sing like her too?
Let it go. Let it go.
we gotta get back to the subject.
If I had to choose between ice and fire, I would choose fire, without a doubt.
yeah, because you like to destroy. Anyway,
Yeah, well, while we're on the subject
Yeah,
of
but-
that, what universe would you want to be in? If you had to choose an anime universe, you're going to be dropped in there. You have no way of coming back to your real life. Which one would you want to be put into?
Would you fit in?
Yes, you can gain like.
So, like, if you went to the Dragon Ball Z universe, could I be like, yes, I want to be a Saiyan?
you're a Z fighter.
That's not good enough because I don't want to fuck Krillin.
you.
That's who I would be.
What do you mean you don't want to be Yamcha?
Yeah,
You'd be a
Yajirobe. I'd be
baseball
Yajirobe.
Essentially, you probably like. Well, one, you're human. you'd probably be about the same level as Videl.
Oof.
I'd rather go outside and get hit by a car. So you mean I would be just good enough to have sex with by one of the Saiyans or cook them food?
I
Yes,
mean-
perfect.
I mean,
I don't even know what she's doing this season, so I wouldn't even
she
know.
did beat Spopovich. The first time.
Like in the reality, you are a human.
So we would just enter. We would just be.
You can definitely learn. Of course you would choose Death Note. Of course you would choose Death Note. You definitely could learn these powers.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Like absolutely. Like Videl, for example, was able to learn the powers. That's using that as an example.
But she's still.
But she learned just enough to be useless. Just to be in the way,
universe.
like Chi-Chi.
But there's a million other universes you can get in there and learn powers. You can gain powers. Like, I hate to use him as an example, but you can go learn to be a ninja. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to train and learn it, but you can definitely be transferred.
I feel like if I were to be transferred into one of these universes and be able to learn, I feel like I would die within the first, hour I was in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Go to Naruto. Oh, I'm plopped into Naruto. Oh, well, the Sand Village is attacking World Dad. Like, I don't get that.
I would...
That would
I have
suck.
two choices. I would definitely either go into... I'd definitely go into Fairy Tail. The fairy, Fiora. Or...
Sword Art Online?
No, well, I thought about that, but I don't want to risk that. I'd go into Pokemon World.
I was thinking Pokemon the entire time.
Like you're like, all right, I'm gonna get all my favorites. I know how you work because I have insider information.
You just want to do that to have sex with Misty.
Well, that too.
I think you wouldn't. At this point, like,
well, you want to be Iceman, so it's
also
probably Brock.
Apparently, you go into that universe, you don't age.
Yeah, that's true.
Ash has never aged ever.
Just
so you know, this is gonna be the beginning of the actual podcast. If you're listening, I had to edit out so much today.
That was good.
Are you really going to edit this
I'm
out?
not done.
You're not going to edit out anything. Let's be honest.
I'm gonna have to. Because of these two, I had to edit out a lot of stuff today. So if there's some discrepancies, I do apologize. Also, side note, please like and comment below if you have anything you're interested in wanting us to talk about. We're supposed to be talking about anime, but we're talking about how Frank would kill people. So let's get back to the subject now. So Frank, who do you want to kill next?
No, I mean, Pokemon's good, but the thing is like, would Pokemon work more like the game or the show?
Be the show. I'm sorry, you're out of your mind if you don't want to go to a world where your biggest threat is 2 idiots and a cat.
Digimon.
But you're not a main.
I think I would choose
even
Digimon
think
over
about
Pokemon.
No, I would choose Pokemon over Digimon.
No, Digimon are way cooler. I'm sorry.
God.
I want everybody to face the fact that Digimon are cooler than Pokemon.
Well, if we're gonna be honest, like Charizard
You
can
can have a-
melt
you can have a-
boulders, while like Mega, whatever the Mega form of Agumon can send a nuclear blast.
Yes.
So I guess having
Yes.
I mean,
Agumon's a
have
smart
you
choice.
read like the Pokédex entries in the Pokemon games? Like, there is some twisted shit that those Pokemon do.
Well, that's why I said the anime definitely.
Yeah.
'Cause, like in the manga or manga, or however you
Manga.
pronounce it.
Great, Phil.
manga.
We're talking about anime, but we can't pronounce it.
How do you pronounce it?
Manga.
Manga. In the manga, I just saw this a couple days ago. It's dark in the manga.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Red's Charmeleon
Dies.
just decapitates
Yeah.
an Arbok. Like it's pretty gruesome. Like the Elite Four aren't just like the bad guys; they want to just kill everyone in the Kanto region. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'd still choose Digimon.
Well, that's
What
like
else did we watch?
in the game. Like when you go in the game to Lavender
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Tower, it's implied that no, God no, not Yu-Gi-Oh. It's implied that Gary's
The heart of the cards, Matt.
Gary's Raticate died, and he's visiting him or whatever. That's the other thing that makes no sense in Pokemon: how nothing dies supposedly.
Because Pokemon is ageless. If I can go in there and stay 30 forever,
And have sex with 16-year-old women?
I'm
Paradox!
no, that's fine because I can just I'll
Well,
go,
I mean-
I'll just get with it. There has to be at least one Nurse Joy.
I was gonna say,
or
there's
one
no way-
Officer Jenny.
Well, there's got to be multiple because remember, there's a Nurse Joy in every single Pokemon
So there
in
has
every town.
and one of them has to be available. You know what I mean? If Brock just has no game, so I may have more than Brock.
This is completely unfun, by the way, because you said that I would have to be myself in these universes.
Yeah,
Then what-
that's
you don't-
100% true.
what
I
else is
completely
there?
agree with you.
Like, in other words, like, I would choose the Dragon
Yes.
Ball Z universe, I would go into it, and then get the Dragon Balls, and wish to become a Saiyan.
Then you can become a Saiyan.
Yes. So,
Or
I,
either-
then you can do whatever you want.
Good luck finding the Dragon Balls.
what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean, they're all morons in the TV show. I'm sure you could convince them somehow. How many times have they been convinced to find Dragon Balls for like their own peril?
That's
Dr. Willow.
Dr. Willow.
What other enemies are there? I can't think of any.
Good subject.
You could be Cowboy Bebop. Be a bounty hunter. Be a
Honestly,
Trigun and get killed in literally the first scene.
Do you guys want to count Teen Titans as an anime?
No. Although I will say it's definitely inspired by anime.
I think Attack on Titan would be the last one I would choose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Attack on Titan
oh
first.
my god.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So maybe you'd be born as a Titan. You never know.
Oh, I never know. Yeah, I'll never know until I get bit in half. Yeah. Let me take that gamble.
There's like Gurren Lagann,
Ew.
Never watched.
Kill la Kill. There's a
Oh,
bunch of...
Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, God almighty. If I have to hear you talk about Rurouni Kenshin one more time.
If you have not watched it, watch it.
Oh, my God. Kill la Kill would be...
Hunter x Hunter.
No, that's a bad one.
Bleach. One Piece. I could say...
No, that's a really bad one.
Well, if you just stay on land.
You're really not one of the 5 main characters you're going to lose.
Who says I want to fight? I just want to, like...
But why would you be in that universe if you're not fighting?
I don't know.
Or, like,
You could
being
have your
involved?
own. You could have your own Gundam.
That's true.
That is true.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Alchemist?
Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. You
Yeah,
could
but
be
only
an
some
Ishmael.
people...
Actually, you know what universe I want to go into? Hi, my name is Phil Canarelli.
Syria, Frankie.
You know what universe I go into, and it's kind of simple. I wouldn't have any powers, but I would love to go into Kiki's Delivery Service.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my God almighty Christ.
All right, if you haven't watched it, you're not going to like it now.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, a lot of people love
I don't
this
think
anime.
he'd like any of the Ghibli films.
Essentially, I love
Ghibli.
that. It's the #1 show I watch when I don't feel good. If I'm homesick, I will watch this movie. I still have it on VHS and DVD. If I'm not feeling well, it's like my ultimate. I'm gonna sit down on the couch and watch a movie, and I just feel better from watching it. It was a kid's show.
I like Spirited Away more, but it's still really like I like all of them. They're all fantastic movies.
What's,
Akira. I'd want to ride around in a motorcycle
Spirited Away.
jacket. Look really cool.
Spirited Away.
Totoro.
Yeah, My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
Howl's Moving Castle. Grave of the Fireflies. Princess Mononoke.
The Cat Returns.
Cat Returns. There's one other one I'm thinking of that I can't think of.
Spirited Away.
I said Spirited Away already. I hate you. You know who you would be in Spirited Away? You'd be her parents.
I don't really remember Spirited Away,
So,
to be honest.
the way Spirited Away begins is they, like, are driving through this, like, shrine they park because they're trying to, like, find some place to stay. And because they're moving from their home. And she hates the idea that they're moving from their home, and they end up in, like, this spirit world. And her parents start eating at, like, this marketplace. And the marketplace is, like, supposed to be gluttony. So they start eating, and they literally turn into pigs because they're eating so much. And that's what you would do. Turn into a pig. It's probably as soon as you step through the door.
Well, actually, no. He'd probably do Greed. He'd be Greed.
From Fullmetal Alchemist?
Ah, Jesus. All right, let's do matchups. All right, who do you think is going between Goku and Saitama?
Saitama. Well, I don't know. I mean,
That's, to be honest, I mean,
I'd say Saitama.
no, because I feel like there'd be some bullshit thing that Goku does to become stronger.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's
But
what
that's-
it's. Goku always will reach the next level that he needs to be.
But
That's
that's
who
his
he is.
plot armor.
Yeah.
If you were to take him out of his show and put him somewhere else, and they were to fight, Goku.
What's the whole thing? Superman versus Goku. Like,
Well, that I don't really agree with. It's not Superman Infinite either.
well, if you just
Or Superman Prime.
you're supposed to
whatever
take
you call it.
in this concept, you take them at their very best. Like, if you're like not trying
Goku
to-
would win.
No. What?
Really?
Really?
Superman is so busted, dude. It's
Are
not
you
even.
serious? Superman could probably blink and kill
Now
Goku.
let's add in All Might.
I mean, All Might's really not that. I mean, I like All Might. All Might's a really cool character. His ability's really cool, but I don't think he has any reason to be in that competition.
But you haven't even seen All Might's true power yet.
Yeah, we did. We saw him go 110% against Nomu. What are you talking about?
When he already gave up most of his powers to Deku.
Yeah.
So we don't know. He could be just
Well,
powerful.
no. But it's not like it's not like he gives Deku the power.
Well, because Deku hasn't took some of his power.
Yeah, but
so
that's not how the power. It's not like he transfers his power and he just loses his power. It's like slowly draining, and like they'll like he can't
But
maintain
he's
that
not-
form as long. now.
No, that's not why can't maintain that form.
Well, no, but that's initially not why. But now it's becoming shorter and shorter and shorter and
yeah,
shorter.
but we've not seen All Might's full 100% power
Yes, we
in
have.
his prime. No, we haven't.
yeah,
No, I don't think we have.
he gave 110%.
All right, how about Death Note versus Goku?
I mean, really, the one character, the one. Actually, I mean, technically no, because I mean, Goku has died multiple times.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So-
Does not matter.
He's died twice. Yeah, he's
You
died
guys
twice.
think of a matchup.
Whis in Superman.
I don't know who Whis is.
I mean, I think Goku is the strongest in the universe right now in Dragon Ball.
Well, I haven't watched. Like, I'm not fully caught up on Super, but
Well, I mean, when
you're saying Goku surpasses Whis?
from what they're showing and what they're implying, because they say so when he's fighting Jiren, they say
Spoilers.
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody knows Goku's gonna fight Jiren. That's not really. When Goku fought Cell, surprisingly and shockingly, no, but when he fights Jiren,
Too soon.
They say like the gods of destruction, like Beerus, for example, says he's like, there's rumors that there's a fighter that's stronger than his universe's god of destruction, and that is Jiren. And well, it's actually not Jiren directly that they're talking about. It's Topo, which I mean, spoilers again.
The
but-
little guy?
No, it's
No, the guy with the
mustache.
big ass hands and the big ass mustache.
And Jiren's stronger than him.
Yeah, Jiren's stronger than him, but he's actually a contender for the God of Destruction in that universe, in Jiren's universe. He's becoming the new God of Destruction.
So is he gonna
So
kill
he has the
previous?
power of the God. Well, he's knocked out.
No,
Vegeta
he's
beats
going
him.
to kill the other god of destruction.
His God of Destruction? No, he just succeeds him. I don't know what happens to him or anything. They haven't actually said anything about that. But yeah, Jiren, like they said, is stronger than the gods of destruction. Which, although the gods of destruction aren't as strong as angels, it can be implied that they seem very much more powerful than the gods of destruction.
You played that, what's it called, fighting
please,
game?
Please don't bring it up.
How
J-Star?
bad? Yeah,
Yeah,
how
oh,
bad was
It's
it?
horrible,
Dude.
It's horrible.
Did you?
There's not even like controls to the game. Like you just button smash to watch your character somersault and punch.
Did you watch Bo?
What?
Come on. Have neither of you watched Bo?
We have more productive lives? I don't know.
It's amazing. Go home. When you go home, watch it.
I have to go home and edit this because you guys are swearing like crazy. Hi, my name is Phil Canarelli.
Seriously, watch that though. It's a great show. It came out. I remember watching that. That was one of the Toonami shows like of my generation.
I mean, I definitely think I think I would choose the Dragon Ball Z universe.
No,
I think I would.
I could just be some literally random human being that probably gets absorbed by Cell.
No, because
You'd be the fat farmer that gets killed by Raditz. That's
Oh my
god! That's it.
Oh. Ouch.
He comes out with a shotgun and just expects to kill Raditz with it.
If you could pick one, like, all right, let's do this. Back to the whole idea. You go to your universe. You can go in and you can have whatever powers you want.
Okay, then probably Dragon.
Dragon Ball Z.
So you're just gonna be DBZ. Who you like? You're gonna be the ultimate challenge to Goku.
No, I'd be worse than Frieza.
Oh jeez. So you absolutely never train?
No, but I definitely would be DBZ. I think it definitely, or my hero. I think it'd be fun to have All Might's
I was
power.
gonna say Hero Academia would be pretty cool. Not even necessarily to have All Might's power.
I think having All Might's power would be more enjoyable than having Saitama's power.
Yeah, that sounds extremely boring. Like
That's
the
the
whole
whole
point,
idea,
of the
yeah.
show is like just look. I'm looking at the back here of all these guys. Like out of anyone, My Hero Academia is definitely the one.
Attack on Titan.
Like, don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball is awesome, but I would want to be Piccolo. Like, I would totally
that's-
become a Namek.
The Namekian.
A Namekian,
useless.
I hate the fact. Have you ever watched like the older dubs?
No.
So Funimation only has the first Funimation dub, not the remastered one. And I never realized they never say Namekian. They always just say Namek. So when Piccolo, for example, announces that he is a super Namekian, he says he's a super Namek.
I just spit all over your phone.
I saw that.
I didn't even notice it. So.
No, I mean, yeah, it'd be cool, but I mean,
No, I mean,
hands
yeah.
down, you'd want to be a Saiyan. I mean,
Yeah, it's like there's clearly they're
I would like to
the
also
tier
keep
list.
my tail so I can become Super Saiyan 4.
oh yeah, no, I would just keep my tail to turn into a giant ape.
Just kill
I
everybody.
feel like Goku.
How about this? In a sense, I would love to be a Saiyan. I would love to be a Saiyan as a baby in Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z. I would love to be
So you
Goku.
want to be Goku.
I would want to be another Saiyan with Goku. Because Goku is just a total bamf in Dragon Ball. Like, you think about if you...
Literally slaps vaginas and...
Oh my god, I have my work cut out for me tonight.
It's true! It's like, what episode? It's like super early in Dragon Ball.
It's like the first episode.
Yeah.
No. The first episode...
It's the second. It's the second episode. It's the one where he meets Bulma.
No. The first episode, he meets Bulma. She tries to convince him to give him the Dragon Ball by
first
literally
she shoots
showing
him.
her... Well, yeah. By showing him her panties. And then he slaps her ass. That's what happens. But there's an episode where they're like in a hotel or they're
Yeah.
sleeping together, or they're in Roshi's place. They're at Roshi's place, and she literally
What?
she's
The
sleeping.
second episode? No.
No, it's not.
I'm
the
saying
second.
when he slaps her.
Hi, my name's Phil Canarelli, and we are at the fourth wall in today's Wallcast.
This is going to be about 30 seconds long after all the editing.
I can only hope.
No, I mean,
As long as you.
I do agree with you that in Dragon Ball, Goku's
without a doubt the best.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even like when he goes up against Tien in the very like near the end of it, you know what I mean? He clearly
First or second time?
The first time.
the first time when he like pretty much loses Tien, like
Wow.
yeah, like
Barely.
Tien is extremely powerful, and it only like in 1 year he demolishes Tien the next time. You know what I mean? And it still kills me that Roshi is still like up to snuff with these two to an extent.
Let's stop.
Well,
there.
wait,
Let's
but-
stop there.
No, think about it. Well, was it
That's the
Chan, Mr. Chan? What was he calling himself?
Jackie Chun.
Jackie
Jackie
Chun,
Chun.
yeah.
Jackie Chun. Copyright much?
That's the most irritating thing to me about Dragon Ball Z, is you have Goku now. When you look at it now, Goku is literally like has the power of God. Vegeta has
He
the
is-
power of a god.
Jesus times 2.
Roshi literally eliminated more people from the tournament than Goku did.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's that whole the whole.
Meanwhile, Tien, who has not stopped training the entire series, his only goal in life is to be the strongest warrior. Is
spoilers.
so far behind everyone. Tien knocks out one guy and also knocks himself out.
I don't understand. I just don't get Krillin. I don't.
Okay,
I
Krillin
hate, I hate.
You know what bothers
Krillin.
me about Krillin, and I think this is why he's so hated, is the thing is that Krillin isn't that weak, but the worst thing about Krillin is listening to him, I don't know if I can do this without Goku, the entire time he's fighting in an episode.
Hold on. Can you say that one more time?
Well, I don't know if I can do this without Goku.
No, you said it differently last time.
Did I?
You sounded like you should be driving a white van.
No, I can't really impersonate him.
Is that a mustache growing right now?
Let's not talk about that.
No, I don't. That's the one with Super. I love the fact that Dragon Ball Z is back and there's more Dragon Ball Z. But first of all, why they had to reiterate the 2 new movies into the TV show?
That was just really lazy writing.
Is dumb, and the fact that the whole power scale things like that, like what Matthew
That
was
was
talking
gonna
about.
have to. They need. There's gonna be something. They'll do something where it'll be knocked back. There's no way for them not to. You know what I mean?
But the thing is that they've already so Super was meant to be kind of like a love letter to fans. Like they've tried to do a lot of stuff that comes back. So like Piccolo, for example. When was the last time you got to see Piccolo use his stretchy arms?
Okay, but he's useless. He's a babysitter.
He's always been a babysitter.
True.
He's always been a babysitter. Like
no,
that was one thing.
He was to an extent, but he also was the reason I kept watching that show.
Oh, 100%.
During Dragon Ball
Piccolo's
Z,
one of
if
my
it
favorite
wasn't for
characters.
Piccolo, I would have gave up on that show immediately.
so if you
yeah,
watch
absolutely.
Super, if you watch
Piccolo, the whole arc with Piccolo and Gohan melted
yeah.
my heart, and I
Uh-huh.
just stayed with it the whole entire time.
or like in Cell Saga, when Piccolo is literally like Gohan's father still.
Yeah. There was an episode at one point, I don't remember when it was. Piccolo pretty much like scolds Goku. It was like, he's not like you. Like,
Oh, he said it's when he fights Cell.
I literally like broke inside.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's why I love Piccolo. Like he's the only DBZ pop I own, and it's the only one I'm gonna have.
And then Goku realizes he's right. He was literally wrong about his own son. Like he was so bad.
I wish that like in
I
Super
have to interrupt you really quick. You know that meme that's out right now that shows like blankety blank blank, prove me wrong.
Oh yeah.
It shows one of Piccolo that says Goku's a bad father, prove me wrong.
This thing, like, I don't understand, like, especially in Super. Like, I just caught up to where, like, Piccolo's babysitting Pan, and Goku shows up, and he's like, "You're an idiot. Like, why are you here?"
Yeah. He literally says he shouldn't be around Pan.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm
right.
watching the episode, and I'm like, I wish Gohan would just be like, "You're not my father," to Goku.
That's the
Piccolo
one thing
is.
I've never really I've always kind of wished there was some sort of, like, thing between Gohan and Goku, because it's so weird to me that Gohan has literally been, like, Goku's been so negligent towards Gohan, and then listening to Gohan scream, "Daddy!" Like, every episode
Or the
was
fact that Goten's born when Goku's dead.
well, we don't talk about that.
Like, Goten is conceived and born while Goku
Well,
is
technically,
dead.
this isn't Earth. The humans on this Earth could definitely have a different like
That,
cycle.
I
you know what
don't
mean?
think that's
Well,
what
they
the
have proven
explanation
this is like there's pigs walking around, right?
Like you're saying-
can
Yeah,
we-
there's the
like,
man
you
is a
serious?
dog.
Wait,
The
like-
emperor, the emperor, by the way, is a dog.
Wait, like you're
So-
saying Chi-Chi was pregnant for like 5 years?
not 5 years, but in a sense,
He could have also come back and knocked her up.
yeah. Let's be honest, Goku's never dead.
He just kind of does what he wants.
Exactly.
That's actually one thing that I like about Goku.
He's just like, okay,
Like
Well,
I just
like, even when he
he
talks to like Zeno.
yeah, when he
and
meets the Omni King and he just walks
Yeah.
past all the gods of destruction and he's just like, "Hey man, what's up?"
That I really do hope Super does something with the Omni King.
Like
and-
make him not a child.
Well, no, I like the fact that he's like a child, but you remember Agama Kill, right?
Vaguely.
So remember how like the Emperor was being controlled by the Bishop or whatever his name was?
Vaguely.
And he was like this evil mastermind who was using the child as just
Vaguely.
a figurehead.
Vaguely.
I hope that's what they're doing with the Omni King. With the Grand Priest.
Yeah.
I would like to see some sort of dynamic with that, because
Like the
at-
Three Musketeers.
yeah, I mean at this point, what else is Goku gonna do? Let's be real. What else?
that's what I'm
Where
saying.
is his
He's gonna
next step?
lose his powers. Like, that's
There's
in
no
my.
way.
He's gonna lose his powers.
He's gonna be settled down. Like, there's no way he's too far already to the top. What is his next in arc wise? What is he gonna do next?
Fight Frieza again?
All
Cell's
right.
gonna be revived.
I'll
this
kill
time.
myself.
This is the end of the podcast.
I will kill myself if he fights Frieza again.
And also, I'm gonna be honest. When I saw Frieza come back, I was not happy
I was somewhat excited
because there's a better villain that should have been taking his spot.
yeah, I
I'm
agree.
sorry. Cell is the
I
best
agree.
villain in
Stopovich
DBZ.
definitely should have made a reoccurrence.
I mean, I would have rather seen Nappa.
Yeah,
I much rather would have seen Nappa.
that would have been total badass. We never saw Nappa since he died, right?
Nope. Well, yes,
Well,
no, we
in
did.
GT.
In GT, yeah. When
He's
he
alive
comes-
for
when he
10
comes from hell-
seconds. He's alive for 10
He,
seconds.
that doesn't count.
when he comes back from hell, Vegeta, he says something to Vegeta.
But you know what? You were talking about with fan service and stuff. I realized GT didn't have the best storyline. And there's a lot of gripes. But if anything, like I feel like GT tried better than Super. You got to see Nappa again. You got to see Frieza and Cell in hell. You got to see.
We got to see that in Z anyway.
Well, true, but
Which was total. That whole scene when they're in hell and being.
Well, just to introduce
GT?
Pycon.
No, in Z.
in Z, yeah,
It's just to introduce Pycon.
yeah.
Which,
Well,
by the
they
way,
just- yeah, they just did nothing with. But that's
Pycon, launch.
But that's the thing, like, GT, I feel like, did more than to the fans than Super does.
I don't know, Super has...
Or
a
at least
way-
GT, you could tell that GT was trying. Like, they tried to give you better transformations. They tried to do stuff with other characters other than just Goku, hence bringing Pan and Trunks along.
Super did that pretty well, and Pan and Trunks were brought in for children. Pan and
I
Trunks were brought in
understand that.
specifically just to capture children in the show.
I understand
That's why
that.
Goku was made a kid again, which is...
But you got to see Goten and Trunks as adolescents, Super Saiyan, fighting. You got
Yeah,
to see
that
stuff
was
that you...
really enjoyable to watch them get beat in less than half
I'm
a
not
minute.
saying that it was better.
Yeah, and get absorbed by a baby. Yeah,
I'm not saying it was better. I'm not saying it's...
No, but they've done a lot of cool stuff. Like, as many problems as I have with Super, I'm still very glad it is where it is, because there's still a lot of stuff that I've loved that they've done. Like Vegeta, for example. When Vegeta went his new form, when he went to go fight Topo, after Topo was revealed to have the power of a god of destruction, I'm like, oh, well, Vegeta's done. No! Vegeta whoops Topo's ass, and then goes on to fight Jiren, and is part of the only reason why Goku is still fighting. As much as they stroke Goku, the thing is that they use Goku, they're not using Goku as a plot device. They're using him to exit, like, they're not saying, okay, well, the whole story is Goku-orientated, let's just keep pushing Goku forward and see where it goes. They're having at least other characters push him forward.
Well, if they were going to do that, then I feel like it should be longer. Like, okay, you know Goku's going to come and save the day.
Well, it's not ending now.
Oh, I know it's not ending, but you know Goku's going to come in and save the day. So why not? Let's see Gohan become stronger and get a new form.
Agree.
Let's see Tien be useful.
That's
or
where-
Yamcha.
Well, Yamcha's a joke. Yamcha's always
yes,
been a joke.
but why?
Can we all talk about how Yajirobe is clearly going to come back and just beat everyone up
Yeah.
with his little sword?
Yajirobe's going to go Ultra Instinct.
I remember if this could have been just a fan thing, but I almost feel like they were talking about having like a form for humans to reach, like Krillin and because Krillin.
They did. He grew hair.
Potential unlocked. Potential unlocked, Phil.
He was able to impregnate an android.
Well, hey, technically they're not androids. They're cyborgs.
Yeah.
Which I've always hated.
It's
It drives me crazy.
It's dumb.
I will admit, Android.
I would
18.
impregnate Android.
I mean, I like 18 and 17 more than Krillin.
I would impregnate Android 18.
I like 19 and 20 better. I like all
You
the
know what we
androids.
haven't
I like
talked about yet?
21.
Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Z Fighters. How are we not talking about this yet?
I haven't
I
really played
prefer
it.
Xenoverse.
Really? Because right now I am like there's like a petition about just getting rid of that game completely.
Of Xenoverse?
Yeah, they like Dragon Ball Z Fighters is just completely.
Yeah,
Really?
'cause,
Yeah.
Frankie, I don't think you understand how many more people like 2D fighters comparative to open world.
I mean, I can't tell you how many hours I spent just flying around the
Dragon
time
Ball
place.
Xenoverse feels more like Dragon Ball, but it doesn't play good. The gameplay is not great at all.
I mean,
Fighters has the better gameplay. They have great, like, the destructive finishes. All the characters feel like their own characters while also still being
no, but I like the
balanced.
idea. I like the idea of Xenoverse of where you're launched into the Dragon
But
Ball Z
that's
universe.
that's what I'm saying. It feels like Dragon Ball Z.
I think my thing with that is the whole like if it was on the ground, I could see it being a little bit more. Does it even have a story mode?
Xenoverse, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm trying to remember because I think I played it very.
Story mode is a little
Dabura's
weird.
like family comes back
Yeah.
and tries to beat everything.
Like what I would want to see if they did this is make it like phonetically like correct, I guess. Like go from like day one in Dragon Ball and
Well,
work
that's
your way
what
up.
Xenoverse kind of does do. Like Xenoverse
No, but it
goes
starts off
through
with Dragon
time.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
I do wish that it would have been cool to play as
Yeah.
from Dragon Ball on.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
I've liked like Budokai, for example, like Budokai
Yeah.
Tenkaichi. Like you get to play as Kid Goku.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
to play as Kid Chi-Chi if you
Does he
wanted
have a
to.
staff in it?
Yeah, he is powerful.
Okay.
Where
Where is the power pole?
I don't know. Where's Nimbus?
Yeah, where's all these things?
Gohan's dragon?
Gohan flies in the Nimbus in no, I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Z in the end of the Cell
Right.
Saga when he's a teenager, when he goes to school, he calls to the Nimbus and rides the Nimbus away. When he goes for his first day of high school.
Where's his dragon?
Icarus?
Icarus, yeah.
And also, why
Icarus!
is Gohan riding the Nimbus when he clearly is faster than that stupid thing? I hate
Maybe it
it.
expends energy.
When did Goku even get the Nimbus?
Master Roshi gives it to him.
Yeah.
Because remember, you
That's
have to
right,
be
that's
pure
right.
of heart to fly it, and
Yeah.
Master Roshi can't
Yeah, because
because he's a lecher.
a what?
A lecher. He's a pervert. That's what they're called.
Did you guys ever see the epic rap battle between Goku and?
You make me want to vomit.
No,
just hearing
I do
epic
like
rap
epic
battle.
rap battles, but
Oh,
That
God,
was one
way
of the
behind
funny.
it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really want to talk about, but I think we just milked it as much.
I
as we
mean,
can.
well, we milked Dragon Ball's teats to the point where they're probably falling off. We literally talked about nothing else but Dragon Ball Z.
Because it's hard, whether everybody wants to admit it or not, Dragon Ball Z is their favorite anime.
Wrong.
If you start watching Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, you're hooked. Dragon Ball Z right now, literally, like just here in the store, like all the Dragon Ball Z stuff we have, like we can't keep it in stock. Like everything we have, Dragon Ball Z, Super related, sells out faster. It sells out faster than Star Wars stuff.
I mean, as much as I love Dragon Ball Z, I don't think it's my favorite.
I mean, if I had to choose one, it wouldn't be, but it is my favorite.
I know what you would pick.
What?
Rurouni Kenshin.
Star.
Yeah, I mean,
Trigun.
Rurouni Kenshin's probably... It's Rurouni Kenshin, Full Metal Alchemist, My Hero Academia, and Dragon Ball Z, and Attack on Titan. Those are my top 5. I'm sorry, not Attack on Titan, Naruto. Those are my top 5.
Titan or Naruto, my top 5.
I would.
My top 5
I didn't like
probably
Naruto at all until I watched it.
Trigun, Bebop, Academia, Dragon Ball Z, Full Metal.
See, but Trigon, same thing. Like, it's not long enough. Like,
Well,
just,
I know.
there's no
I agree
backstory,
with
and it
that.
just falls flat on
Well,
its
that's why
face.
the manga is apparently... I need to read the manga. I've been really wanting to read it because it gives you a lot more depth of, like, who Vash and Knives are.
Who Vag are.
Vash, yeah.
Berserk.
See, that's
I
something
love Berserk.
I've heard so many good things about Berserk, and the only thing I've seen of Berserk is the new movie, which I know is the worst thing to see for Berserk.
Full Metal.
Yeah.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. I love Fairy Tail. Hero's probably up there, and like I said, regardless of how the ending's horrible, I love Outlaw Star because that sets home with me from my Toonami days so much
Yeah.
compared to any other.
Well, so is Bebop.
Like I love
Dragon Ball
Bebop,
Z?
but like I think Bebop everyone likes. Like I've never
Yeah.
have yet to meet someone who likes anime that says I just didn't like Bebop. I feel like that's just a must. If we're gonna go really far, like the Fist
Bebop
of,
was like perfect.
yeah, like the Fist of the North Star. Like if we're gonna go real old school. I love
Shinju.
that shit. Are you serious? It's amazing.
I love Fist of the North Star.
No, I mean, I like Gundam Wing.
Voltron.
One that I just watched. I mean,
I don't know, that's iffy.
When I was younger, I loved watching Voltron.
Yeah, but I don't know if
loved
I
it.
would classify that.
God.
I wouldn't put it in my top 5, but I do remember loving it. So
honestly, one that I just watched that I wish I watched earlier was Hellsing
Oh yeah.
and Hellsing Ultimate. Like, it's not.
Oh.
It's by far, it's not the best anime, but the storyline and the powers that they show Alucard to have are as amazing. Like, he's one of my favorite
he's
characters.
busted.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
insane.
the entire it's like One Punch Man. It's like the entire anime is just people trying to kill him and him just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, literally just him having fun
Seven
with it.
Deadly Sins.
Oh, that's what
I
we all
love Seven
forgot.
Deadly
Yeah.
Sins. Yeah. In which they
Same thing, Meliodas.
I
they
swear to God,
played
I'm-
us so hard in the beginning of last year when they gave us the teaser.
OVA.
Oh, the 4 episodes. Oh, it's currently out. Like you can watch the thing up to like episode 6 or 7 right now.
Yeah, it's in Japan though.
It's only subs. So
Which makes no sense because it's put on by Netflix.
yeah.
But
But I
That's 'cause
understand.
They have like a localization team.
Yeah, and they need to get that out ASAP because like
I mean,
everyone's like itching to watch
As
it.
popular as anime is in America, it's obviously still not even remotely a lick close.
no, but I
to
mean,
it.
I could say, like, you and I, Phil, are like the same age. Matthew's like 10 years younger than both of us. But like, I can remember, like, you remember when you were younger, Phil, like, hey, did you watch Dragon Ball Z?
Absolutely, like that was like the thing you did before you
Yes.
walked into school. You'd be sitting outside and you'd be like, "Do you watch it yesterday? Oh my god, you see what
Like, it
Piccolo
was
did?
more,
Oh,
it was more
awesome.
common for
Who's
us.
this Vegeta guy?
It was more common for me to ask my friends about Dragon Ball Z than it was to ask them about comics
Absolutely.
or X-Men,
Yeah.
or Batman or anything like that.
Well, back to an extent, it almost seems like anime was more accepted than comic books were. When we were
Yeah,
growing
that's
up,
what- that was
which
my
is
point.
really weird to think about because
was my point.
Like I'm trying to think what else because I remember sitting there talking about like Yu Yu Hakusho was a big thing that we used to talk about at school at lunch tables and stuff. And it was just, even the people who acted like they didn't like fantasy or any other stuff, they went and watched. All
Well, I
this
mean, that
stuff.
was like
Everybody went home when we were younger
Yeah.
and watched
think,
Toonami.
I think the
Yeah.
reason why that is too is because think about like Pokemon, for example. Pokemon plunged so many people into anime.
Yeah, but we're talking about before Pokemon.
Yeah. But still, like I don't know where you're coming from. It's almost weird, like thinking about it now. Like I never mentioned like, did you go home and watch X-Men? No, I didn't do that.
No.
I definitely would talk about.
Did you watch that awesome Transformers episode?
Yeah.
Beast Wars?
Oh
No.
I definitely wanted to talk about Beast Wars because let's like Wasp in here terrorize. Next episode, just us talking about nothing but Beast Boys.
Oh no.
If they had shows, to be honest, if anime had shows like they do now, or as often as they do, or as well as they do it now, back when we were kids, I think that DC, Marvel, I think all that stuff would have been pushed to the wayside. I really do.
I don't know about that. I mean, the thing is that
I'm not saying that I like anime more than either, because I like all three about the same.
There's a lot of good anime, but I don't think you're realizing how much bad anime there is.
But it's the same thing like comics. It's the same thing with Marvel and DC. How many great comics are there, and how many bad comics are there?
Oh, good lord! Take
how many
all
bad
of the
characters
Marvel
are there?
Comics and take the Deadpools out and push the rest of them away.
No,
and
and out of Marvel, you would take out
Star Wars,
Deadpool,
Vader,
Doctor Strange.
No, you would keep
Old
Venom
Man
versus
Logan.
Deadpool, and that's it.
No, have you read the new Doctor Strange run?
No, the new
It's
Doctor
really
Strange run.
good.
The new Doctor Strange run is good, but if you're going based on Marvel, what they're making their revenue off of, Phil's right. You would throw everything else in the garbage besides Deadpool and Venomverse
and
Vader.
Coming from the kid who loves X-Men Gold.
I love X-Men Gold. Don't get me wrong; it's one of the only Marvel things I'm reading right now. Everything that I'm reading from Marvel is X-Men based. X-Men Red, X-Men Gold, and Rogue and Gambit. That's it. The rest of it, I'm not interested in. I tried to get into Venomverse; it's good, but I don't want it to be a subscription. DC, on the other hand, I can read it every week and not have any problems. Plus, the side stuff going on in DC is without a doubt the best. Right now, like the last 2 years, DC has it down. Nothing Marvel has done has been even up to par. Secret Empire can just go away because it was not as good as everyone said it was.
Do people say it was good?
Who said it was good?
Marvel fanboys.
I mean,
Because
I really wanted to like Secret Empire. Reading the first 8 issues, I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. And then the last 2 issues, I'm like, well, saw that coming, and then just never wanted to
exactly. We all know there was going to be a new Cap. We all knew the Captain was going to be, and of course he's being. I don't even know what happened at the end. I don't care.
He comes back. The real Captain America.
Not that one.
But he always comes back. That's the thing.
Like in Secret Empire, the hugest thing, and you've and me talked about this 1,000 times. You have to read 900 comics to read what's going on in the Secret Empire.
Oh my god!
And with DC, if you want to know what's going on in the main universe, you just read the main storyline, which was Metal right now, or Doomsday Clock, and you read your favorite issions.
That's the one thing I don't like. I do agree with you. I don't like Legacy. Like I read Legacy number 1.
No,
I didn't hate it. I thought it had a good potential, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, read Jessica Jones, read Iron Fist, read Doctor Strange, read Vision, read Weapon X, read All New Wolverine. I don't want to read all of those to get the Legacy storyline.
It's too much.
Not to mention I don't have time to.
Also, the money wise, like people are like, you would
is,
have to flock to DC over reading Marvel because if you're a Marvel fan and you want to read, say, Jessica Jones, you read Jessica Jones and you will see a lot of like, why am I missing something?
The bigger problem is than that is the biggest problem with that price point argument is the fact that for most people, most Marvel fans that are like, wow, this is a terrible gimmick, I'm going to stop reading Marvel. They're not saying, well, let me try DC. They just stop. They're done with comics.
Yeah, it's not like they're running over to the independent wall and saying,
exactly.
Giants, what's this thing?
And that's the biggest problem.
Sandman, let me try this out.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
Which is actually, honestly, not to interrupt you, that is the biggest problem, is because there are good independents.
Yes, there's good independents, there's good DC, there's good Marvel, there's good in everything. But the problem is, and especially with people that complain about, why are they canceling my favorite series and stuff like that, when you have people that are reading digital comics online on comicreader.com and are complaining that their favorite issues are getting canceled because no one is buying them.
Well, like there was an uproar over Supergirl and Super Sons.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay,
if anyone wants Super Sons, please stop in here and buy our Super Sons.
But there's a reason they're canceling it. They wanted to go a different direction with the character. Jonathan's clearly going to go into the Teen Titans, and Supergirl clearly is going to be joining the new Young Justice with Tim. It's quite clear what's happening. Like you can kind of get.
That's the thing. When they announced Super Sons was coming to an end, everyone lost their mind.
I don't understand that though.
But they literally, like the director came out. He's like, Super Sons is pretty good. I like Super Sons just because I like the novelty of it.
I get it. But at the same time, they're making Damian look way younger than he actually is.
Yeah, that
Damian's like 14, I think, right now.
Yeah.
He's a young guy. Also, did you see what happened with? Spoiler alert. Apparently, Damian's not Bruce's.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude.
What?
Yeah, it's apparently Deathstroke is
the father.
Is the father of Damian.
And that's what Deathstroke versus Batman's probably going to be about.
And I guarantee
irritating.
you,
I don't like
guarantee
that.
That's pretty cool.
it's not going to be the case. I almost.
You don't think it's gonna be true?
No, I think it's someone faking it.
Trying to get them. It's
Exactly.
probably Talia.
Exactly.
Talia's sitting in the background just
What
watching.
happened? The last thing with Talia, the last time we saw Talia, she was in Batman, and her, essentially they need to get someone that was there for Catwoman to be free or no longer charged of something, and Talia like almost didn't care that he was there, and because Catwoman is there with Bruce, it's definitely something going on where Talia must be a little bit jealous. There's no way. Talia's a crazy bitch, but she still has to be jealous that like the father of her son is like about to get married. She's like,
It is pretty fucked up that she would do that.
oh well, it's Talia. Nothing,
I know. No, I understand.
Nothing forgoes what I think Talia is capable of. She's a nutcase.
I mean, I really do believe, though, I think if you would have seen a bigger following or a more broad stroke anime when we were kids, I think that animes would have definitely taken first place.
What would you say was a more broad stroke than Dragon Ball Z?
But
Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z,
It was mainly-
Digimon.
And those are three things that
Those are-
came out in
and I mean, to be honest, I would say, especially with kids, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, not really Digimon, but Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z are more popular than Marvel and DC.
without a doubt. Like if you, there's one. It's the whole argument between Goku and Superman. That's been going on for literally years.
Since 1989.
Yeah, it's been going on forever, and there's the whole concept. But we also got to remember we're from the States. We do have a little bit more kinship when it comes to comic books than it comes to anime. That is like if I had a chance to go see a Dragon Ball Z movie or go see a comic movie, I'll probably go see a comic book movie because
If it's not Marvel, I agree with you.
let's just be honest, because anytime we've seen an adaptation of an anime movie,
Once.
any anime movie,
there's been a lot.
I'm thinking Dragon
name
Ball
a
Z.
live action anime movie you liked.
Well, none of these it's all in Japanese for the most part. A
Ghost
lot
in
of
the Shell wasn't.
a lot of the, but that was. I mean,
I didn't
out of
see
all
that.
the animes they picked Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Ghost in the Shell is bad. I'm just saying, like, let's
It's
see.
also extremely popular.
What's more popular,
They didn't.
Dragon Ball Z or Ghost in the Shell?
They didn't pick Ghost in the Shell for the United States. They picked Ghost in the Shell to make a box office movie
to
for
whitewash
Japan.
To whitewash.
Yeah, to whitewash.
Can I be honest? Out of all of these right here, just the ones that are in front of us,
Bebop.
no, I would want to see that. Absolutely, they could
They
make
would never
that.
be able to pull it off.
I guarantee they could. Because I can see right now if they did the same kind of stuff they do for like DC Comics with that, I totally can see a better version of All Might than any other superhero.
I don't know.
The Rock is All Might.
Can we not?
Can we have The Rock as every character in
All
every
right.
movie ever?
We're almost at an hour. We
Playing
are
The
at an
Rock.
hour. Which
Playing The Rock.
I'm gonna edit probably a third of this out.
The Rock playing The Rock. Playing The Rock. He's The Rock disguised as The Rock. Playing another Rock.
Before I let go, I did go see Tomb Raider.
I didn't even know it was out.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't bad. Like
It didn't look bad. It's based off the game, right? The new game?
the one of the newer games, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't have
I'm
the
a huge-
patience to play those games.
I love those games.
Did you like was it Uncharted?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's
just like
almost
Uncharted.
it's just like Uncharted, and you're playing Lara Croft, who I have a
Be careful what you say, Phil. She's 15 years old.
no, she's not.
Yeah, she is. She's very young.
She's not 15.
She's
though.
very
I
young.
don't think she's 15.
She's literally in high school.
she's
very.
not.
Yes, she is.
Did you play the game?
in the game? Yeah.
Then-
extremely
Then why?
young.
How in the world is she heading an archaeological
Because of her
dig?
father.
Who's dead?
Yes, because of her father's legacy. If you remember, she says that she is the one that's paying for everything. She literally took her father's inheritance and is going there and hired a bunch of people. That's what she did.
I'm Googling
In
it.
the
Yeah.
okay.
How old is Lara Croft?
All right.
In
all
the
right.
new
I'm
games. In
Googling
the
it.
new games. Reboot.
She was born in 1992.
So she's 21. Sorry.
So,
Wait.
Suck my
When did
dick.
the first game come out?
a long time ago.
If it came out 3 years ago, she's 18.
Legal.
No, it says age 21.
Yeah, in the game.
Right
Yes,
now.
From 92. Yes.
To now.
Yes.
So she's 19. If she was
Close enough.
If she was
It's
born
close
in
enough, Phil.
1992, she's 21.
It's close enough.
All right, enough. Ay, ay, ay. Making me a pervert over here, man.
I mean, that's
All
still
right,
that's still
that's
jailbait.
enough. But I want to say the movie's good. If you
How's
have
21 jailbait?
No, 18 is.
If you are a fan of
close.
Tomb Raider, like me, I love the movie. It was really good. It has a lot of callbacks to the reboot of Tomb Raider. Really good. And it's quite clear they're going to do
Like when
another one.
Angelina Jolie stuffing her
Can I
bra?
ask a question?
What?
Why are we wrapping this up with a discussion about Tomb Raider?
Because I want to talk about how much I liked it.
hate you.
All right. Anyways, once again, this is the Wallcast. Thanks for tuning in. We have Matt, Frank, and Phil. We are located in the Hartford Shopping Center in New Hartford, New York. In between, what's in between us?
Tuesday morning at
and
Peter's Cornucopia.
Yeah. Please come check the place out. The place is great. Tons of pop culture stuff. Today I just bought a Symmetra pop from Overwatch.
Yeah. The worst character in the game.
She's also one of the funnest. So
Yeah, the funnest if you like holding down mouse 1 and being brain dead.
so with that said, Matt, where can people find you?
Here, Twitch.
Tesla's Only Pigeon.
Thank you, Phil.
Matt, Frank, where can people find you?
On the flip side.
On the flip side.
On Facebook or in the store, Frank Albertine.
All right. And I'm Phil Canarelli. You can find me at Phil, of course, on Twitter, or you can find me on Facebook if you
In
ever
the store after
For-
5 o'clock.
for your comedy needs. But thank you for listening in. We don't have a topic next week, so we're hoping you guys give us one after I edit this really long thing.
That's what she said.
Like that, for example. Have a great night, folks, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this Wallcast. It was a lot of work. I do apologize if there's a bunch of, bleeps here and there. I try my best to edit it out the best. Frank and Matt and I had a lot of fun doing this. So if you want to hear more, please comment below. I know there's a lot of things you guys are interested about us. A lot of people have been talking to us about it in the store. So please do your thing. Let us know, and we'll try our best to get back to you in the next Wallcast. Talk to you soon.